Hello guys, welcome to JPT. I'm Carson G and this is Just Plain Tech. Alright, so today we are going to be installing Linux. Have you ever had Windows and just installed it and refreshed your computer and 30 days later you go there to find out you need to activate it and you need to pay to do that and you don't want to? It's like going to get your juice box and realizing that it's frozen. Are you going to wait for that juice box to thaw out, or are you just going to toss it? Well, that's what we're doing with Windows. Today, we're tossing Windows, and we're migrating to Linux, and we're going to get started right now. Alright, so here's the Linux Mint installer. When you get there, you're just gonna click continue. And then it will bring you to this page where you can test your keyboard out. Almost definitely works, and select your keyboard layout if it doesn't. Alright, so now this is Gparted. Most of you won't have to do this, but if you're doing a multi-boot and you have other operating systems, then you want to create free space, which I already did that. But most of you will just click the install alongside Linux Mint. So when it asks you if you want to install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardware, flash, other media, blah blah blah, that means it will install multimedia support, MP3 support, Adobe Flash Player, Wi-Fi support, stuff like that. So you do want to get those installed. And then after that, it will take you to the place where you mainly choose your installation process. And it's really simple, and I'll walk you through it, but that's kind of how this is all going to go down. And I'll be back. And I am back. Okay, so as I showed you before, this computer has multiple operating systems on it. What would you like to do? So, since I have multiple operating systems, and see that, do you remember that gray stuff I showed you before? That is free space. That's space I freed up for Linux Mint. Now, if I click install Linux Mint alongside them, that will install Linux Mint in the free space, so it won't hurt anything else. Everything will be kept. Now, most of you are probably going to do this option: erase disk and install Linux Mint. That will delete everything. That will delete all operating systems, all Minecraft save files, whatever. Everything that's on there will be deleted. So if you want to install Linux Mint by itself, you want to completely wipe Windows and install Linux Mint just on its own, easily just click erase disk and install Linux Mint. But since I'm doing this, I'm going to install alongside. Now, the process that happens after this is very similar. No matter whether you click install Linux Mint alongside them or erase and install Linux Mint, the process after this is still the same. Sorry guys, forgot to mention one thing. Once it brings this up, if you want, you can make sure this is all correct, but for the most part, just click continue. It will just install Linux Mint, and then you're good to go. So then just wait for this. Then it will bring up a pop-up window saying reboot your computer, and just do that, and then you will be good to go. It may bring up some pop-up windows during the process of like opening files and stuff. Just don't mess with that, because that's the system installing your OS. So just don't mess with that. And thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please subscribe and hit the notifications bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And we'll see you next time.